Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I can get my eyesight back later, but... Jesus, never doing that again.
I need your help.
The Earth will be ours.
Something's coming, Bill. Something very big.
Doctor Who on BBC One.
Oh. Oh. Well, let's settle. Oh. Hi guys, Joshua Lowy here with another episode of My Thoughts. Today I'm going to give you my very late thoughts on episode 6 of Doctor Who Series 10, Extremis. You gotta notice last Sunday, they were uploading My Thoughts on Doctor Who, episode 6. Yeah, I can explain. It's not a good excuse. It's an excuse, but not a particularly good one. See, on Thursday, I went out and got myself a little game. You know, I decided to treat myself. I look a game. Then I kind of played it for a couple longer days, and then just kind of wanted to keep on playing it and unlocked everything. So I beat it in one day, got all the medkits and all that the next day, did the side or the other missions, then I got the DLC, and then... I did. So yeah, then I beat the game, and then by the time I beat it, it was Monday. But then on the same day, I also got this, but I haven't played it yet because I was trying to wait to beat that one. So yeah, lucky I stopped. So yeah, but that's not the reason you all are here, is it? So sorry about that. So it's been uploaded on whatever day I'm releasing it on. It's before Sunday and Saturday, I'm hoping. So let's just get into it. Once again, going to be full of spoilers, so if you haven't watched it, stay tuned for it, because I'm going to do my non-spoiler thoughts first. It was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. It actually feels like there's actually an arc going on now. Is it my favourite episode thus far? I don't know. We'll have to see later on when the next episode comes around, so we see. So let's get into it. So basically, the episode picks up right off where we last saw the Doctor being blind. We had a little recap of it from last episode, which is the first time we've actually done a previously on Doctor Who segment since the end of Series 9, to be honest, so it's the first previous. But that's not important. The Doctor's still blind, and we have a flashback of him going to a distant planet a long time ago to these people to execute someone, and it's Missy, and that's when Missy comes into the episode. Missy is part of the flashbacks, and she's there to be executed by the Doctor because of her crimes. And how did she survive? Don't ask that question. We don't answer those questions. So yeah, Missy's there to be executed by the Doctor for her crimes against everybody. She's not a bitch to the Doctor. When you first see her, she's like, oh, she's being Missy. Then when she brings up River, and then she sees the look in the Doctor's eyes, she then knows, oh, she died. My condolences. And now, if she's being truthful or just lying, it's up for debate, but I believe in that moment Missy was actually sorry about the Doctor's wife, or one of the Doctor's wives has passed away, and Missy is generally upset about that. Because after all, she is the Doctor's friend, as she keeps on saying ever since she came back. So she's going to be executed, and it cuts between this point and the main story of the episode, where the Doctor is at the vault, and it is confirmed like he's talking to the vault with Missy beyond it. So yeah, Missy is behind the door. For all of us that got that right, gave it a pat in the back. We knew it, especially the way the Doctor talked to the person behind the vault. If you paid attention and actually saw Doctor Who in the last 4 years, with Peter Capaldi being in it. 4 years? It's been 4 years? Feels shorter than that. Anyway, then you would realise, oh, it's Missy behind that door. So, yeah. Yes, for getting it right. And the Doctor receives something that says Extremis on it. And then later we see the Doctor in the main lecturing hall, where basically these guys come up to him. They're from a church. And they're like, hey dude, we got this thing that we can't translate, and those that did committed suicide, and the Doctor's still blind, but he can read heat signatures, I believe. At least that's the way I see it, because when you go to his point of view, he's wearing the glasses. In fact, he wears glasses like these, more or less, and he wears these so that he can see. But all that he sees is like basically just the room itself and no one else. So I guess it's a rare, different type of blindness. I mean, I don't know how exactly it's like to be blind. If it's pure blackness, can you just see the room and no one else, or can you see people and no one else? Who the fuck knows? The doctor's wearing glasses, and he can just it just tells him name, gender, that type of thing. So yeah, they come to him like, can you help us translate it? Because all the other guys died, so he has to translate it even though he's blind. So yeah, then we cut to Bill, apparently on a date with this girl called Penny, I think her name is. So yeah, I guess this well, I don't want to jump to conclusions or anything, and just like, oh, they're just really good friends. I think that would imply, if I'm going to go, I'm going to say she's a lesbian. I'm saying now she's a lesbian, which wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities because, well, you know, we have gay people in the traveling with the Doctor, like Captain Jack Harkness. Well, he's not gay. He's just like he'll fuck anything that he likes. Like he had a thing for Rose. He had a thing for some of his partners in Torchwood. He had a thing for the Doctor. Well, he kissed him once, and that was in his 9th form. But I'm getting off topic. So yeah, that's cool to see that come back, and we haven't really seen that since Series 1, or, again, Captain Jack. So that would make it the 2nd time. I mean, my classic Who is fuzzy, seeing that I don't exactly own all of them, but my knowledge is fair at best. So, yeah, like, oh my god, that's awesome! It's cool. It's a change that we haven't really seen before, besides that one time. So they're on this date, and then like the Pope walks through her room and just speaks to them in his language, and it's hilarious. I was laughing, my brother was laughing. I'm sorry if that sounds weird to you, but I found it funny. Could you imagine someone walking through your door, walking in and just spouting their language? Well, imagine the Pope walked through the door and just was trying to say something to you, and you just don't understand what the hell he's saying, and then just walks back out. What would your reaction be? So yeah, chases off Bill's friend. So you know, so yeah, and also we see Bill's roommate or whatever, and I'd be fine if we never saw her again. Not that I I fucking hate that character. It's like, well, I'm not really fond of you, and I don't particularly care for you because you don't really bring anything to the story unless you just think that person that has to. That's just there. No one asked for you. You're not that important to it. You're just there for comic relief or whatever. So there you go. So Bill gets dragged along on the adventure to help translate it, and also the Doctor's going to use it to try and get his eyesight back. And he's not telling Bill that he's blind. His excuse being like, I don't want anyone else to worry about me, just worry about yourself. And now they'll be like, well, what bullshit. You just don't want to say it because if you say it, it then becomes real. And the Doctor's like, yeah, sure it is. And the Doctor's like, you're an idiot. And he's like, yes, I think we already know this. That's what I like about the Doctor. If we call him stupid, he'll be like, yeah, I am stupid. But I'm incredibly smart as well, so I'm an idiot, stupid, intelligent guy. Yes, that sounds about right, yes. So they go to the Forbidden Library, where they have to find this book so they can translate it, obviously, because that's the point of the episode. That's how they can translate this Extremis. It's not called Extremis, it's called something else. It's called I forget already. It's a generic name that sounds cool, but doesn't really. It's a name that's like, ooh, you know what I mean. Whatever. You're doing a good job. I mean, you waiting for an entire week, and this is what you think about. I'm sorry, it's going a bunch of tangents. I'm sorry. So they go run around this library, and then they see this light and stuff, and then They go off, have a couple of other stuff, and then like they find the tapestry, and this one guy has translated and emailed to whoever wanted it translated. So that's a thing. Then later on kills himself, because obviously anyone that translates it, reads it, will then commit suicide as soon as they find out what's on there. And the doctor is hard to find out. Well, why do they do this? What's on there? Can you translate it? So yeah, then they hit the gunshot. The doctor sends Nardale and Bill to go investigate, and then my favorite moment in the entire episode comes from actually Nardale. I know, great big shock, I'm sure. Because like we cut back and forth between Missy's execution and the present day, where we see in the past this hooded figure comes to see the doctor, and when the doctor goes to see him, he says a few words and all that, and then it comes into like my husband, my madman in a box, doctor, and then like you see it's with a song's book, and then he pulls back the hood and it's Nardale. And that's how he went with the doctor. He followed him from the Singing Towers on that what the hell is that planet name? Fuck, Derillium, the planet of Derillium. He followed him from there straight to where he is now. And he has full permission, if he steps out of line, from River Song, because he has got orders to go with him and keep an eye on him, and also, if need be, kick his ass. Now, as funny and cool as that sounds, especially the way Nardale delivers it, I don't think... I'd like to see that. I'd like to see if Nardale was actually capable of that, or was just old talk. Which I want to say it's old talk because it's funny, but if like, especially the way he delivers it, it's like, oh, that's kind of badass actually. Oh, I'd like to see him in a hand-to-hand combat situation, and like not just have this buffooning persona of him and that sort of thing. And then it comes to the present day. The best moment happens, and where like. His orders were like to keep Bill behind him, just in case the guy who shot himself didn't shoot himself, and he was just about to shoot them or whatever. And Nardale was supposed to stand in front of Bill, and she's supposed to stay behind him. And she's like, "No, don't do that. In fact, never do that ever." And Nardale just pulls her back, takes off his glasses, and then tells her basically, "Look, I've been assigned to keep you safe by the doctor himself, and I am very I've been given permission, if need be, to kick his ass. And if you become troublesome and resist my help, I will personally kick your ass as well if you do not listen to what I say, for I am trying to keep you safe, and if I don't keep you safe, I will personally kick your ass." Something like that, basically. I'm paraphrasing. It's something like that. So, that was cool, I think. Then he instantly goes right back to Nardale mode. Like, okay. So, then they find the body. This light shows up again. They go through it after saying it would be stupid to go through. They go through anyway, because if you're the doctor's companion, you obviously want to do that because you want to explore. And the doctor is busy translating. He has this little doohickey thing that he puts to his head, so it gives him his eyesight back briefly so he can read it. Then these creatures come out, which I'm going to say they're like... They're shadow... No, they're not shadows. They're not shadows. They're basically... Think of them as, like, decaying dead bodies. Well, they're not dead bodies, just... We'll just call them the Decay for now, until later on, when I want to give them a better name than the fucking Decay. So then the doctor is has to escape from them, taking the laptop so he can read it, because they get a hold of the book, and the doctor just takes the laptop because it was sent on there anyway, so he can just read that, because you know it's digital and everyone reads things digitally anymore. I mean, I'd be surprised if we still find a book from 10 years from now. Then Bill and Nardale find themselves in basically like a hub world, more or less. We can go to a bunch of other locations. Like, they can go to the Pentagon, they can go to the White House, they can go to LA. Oh, I don't know. They can go to, like, an NASA-like area where, like, you find this drunk scientist or whatever and a bunch of other people in a cafeteria all celebrating something and a countdown happening, and finding underneath their table was a bunch of TNT. Like you do. Because they also have read what this little book is, and they're all going to kill themselves together with not with a gun but dynamite. And they're like, it's not real. It's not real. Tell you what, pick a number, any number. And they pick like something like 39, and they both say it at the same time. And they keep going and going. They say the same number together and over. And it's like, wow, and then they escape before the bomb goes off. We don't see the explosion, it just counts down, then it fades to white, and then they get back to the hub world. I'm just going to call it the hub world. Then now they all start to put together, like, okay, they say these string of numbers, and then he says, oh, the holograms. All those places, the holograms built by whoever. The Panopticon, well, I think it's the Panopticon they went to first. The Pentagon, that place, it's all real. All those people are not real. And then he starts to think about it, like, well, how? And Bill's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. How exactly did we get here then? When did it become a fucking video game? How did we get in? And then Nardel's like, I don't know. I instinctively remember actually punching in the right coordinates to go to where we're supposed to go. And then he stops. Then he reaches his hand past the projector that's supposedly projecting the portals, but it's not. And then, like, he starts to go all digitally and then fades away because Nardell was part of the simulation and dies or gets deleted, whatever. Then Bill meets the Doctor in the White House, where they find the president, which is surprisingly not our current president. It's just a random president, so you can watch it anytime, and just like, well, it could be any president, even though it's perfectly a white man with dark hair. Who could that be? I have no fucking idea. And then the Doctor basically explains to Bill what exactly this place is, and then Bill starts to come apart and then disappears as well. Then the creatures start to reveal themselves, and Doctor says that Bill and Nardell and basically himself are shadows of their former selves, more or less. I mean, he doesn't say we're merely shadows of our former selves. No, they're just saying we're shadows in this shadow world of Earth. Because basically these aliens have designed this digital Earth so that they could practice and learn about humanity and how to take over the planet. So they study these humans, and they study the Doctor. When they say to him, we killed you many times. So that's nice, isn't it? Just finding out you're being murdered over and over again. And then the Doctor just goes into, his Doctor speech, like, oh, you'll never prevail. You know why? Because there's always a trap. And you just stepped into mine. And then they're like, what trap? And we're like, see the glasses I had? Yeah, they were recording more or less, and I've saved it, and I am gonna send it because you can send anything. You can email anything, even if you're digital. And they're like, well, who are you gonna send it to? It's like, it won't do any good. It's a digital world. Who the fuck are you gonna send it to? He's like, the Doctor. That's what you do when there's a crisis on Earth, isn't there? You just call for the Doctor. You don't call Superman, Spider-Man, Batman. No, you call the Doctor when shit goes down. And then, like, the recording ends, and then we cut back with the Doctor in the vault, who was all this time watching this pre-recorded message from his shadow self. Then he calls up Bill. Bill's okay. Don't worry. For they were thinking, oh my god, they killed up Bill. They did not. Same thing with Nardell. They didn't kill him off. They did not. And then the Doctor then just calls Bill up and tells her that, like, okay, something big's coming, and you know this girl called Penny, and you know anyone called that? And she's like, yeah, but she's out of my league. And he's like, please, I'm an alien. You hang out with an alien, me. I'm pretty sure that you can tap that, basically. And then he starts to talk to Missy behind the vault again. we never hear what Missy says behind it, but while the present stuff is going on, we cut back to the past again, where like the finished confession-ish thing, making peace with God, what nowadays was disguised as. The Doctor then activates the thing that kills the Time Lord, which kills Missy. But then later on, it turns out the Doctor didn't kill Missy. He tampered with the wiring to make it look like she died, and then, she woke up like, "Hey, screw off! Okay? I just died. Have some respect. Just got a little sleepy, okay? Night night." And then the Doctor is like, "You said I had to guard the body. It didn't necessarily say it had to be dead." So now, like, no, that is true. He didn't say dead. And then they're like, "We won't leave alive." And the Doctor's like, "Check out my records. See if you can stop me." And then he searches it up and he's like, "Oh, you have a remarkable kill count. Oh, you got a lot of kill counts. It's oh my god, it's still coming. Well, bye." So yeah, he just fucks off. When the Shadow Doctor is like, has nothing left, like when he's at his lowest, the person that inspires him is Missy, because she says something to him like, "No hope, no reward, you're my friend," that type of thing. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that he's actually getting hope and inspiration from one of his greatest enemies. Not the Daleks, not the Cybermen, the Master. Yeah, and then the episode ends. It's like, to be continued. Come back next week so we see the Flinkle conclusion. I don't know, it's going to run in for the entire series now because it's like episode 6. But yeah, well, this is probably the longest recap with thoughts video I've ever done. So yeah, it was a good episode, I think. I can't wait to see how it's resolved. I hope it's resolved cool, and I hope we actually see Missy in modern day. I mean, if we don't end up seeing her in the next episode, I definitely want to see her later on, because there are pictures of her in the TARDIS. So I'm wondering if, like, in the next episode, the Doctor lets Missy out, like, come with me, help me save this planet, because you said you wanted to learn how to be good. That's the reason I spared you. Because also, you're my friend, because I like you as a friend. So yeah, she might be in the next episode, she might not. Who knows? Maybe she will be in the next episode, but she'll serve the same role as she did in this episode, because she was mostly minor in this episode, and not really important to the main plot. She was basically the B plot, or the C plot, or the D plot, the last plot. But then, like, near the end of the episode, she becomes important for one brief moment from one thing that she said to the Doctor. So, who knows? Maybe she'll turn up in that way, or maybe she won't turn up at all. We'll have to wait to see next week, which reminds me, we'll have to watch next week's episode, which the title should be here, and it looks like he's going to bring in, it doesn't look like UNIT, it's going to be like American military, but I hope that UNIT returns, because UNIT is awesome, and that should really get its own TV show. Come on, I'm not the only one that wishes that there's a UNIT TV show out there. I know we technically had it with the third Doctor's run, because he was mostly with UNIT for that time, but I want to see a UNIT Central TV series. That should be a spin-off for the Doctor Who universe. I mean, Class is great and all, and I enjoy it, but I would like to see something that the Doctor hanged out with more than just a school. Let's see what happens when we have Kate, the person who plays Kate Stewart. Let's see if she can carry a show by herself. Maybe the person who plays Osgood. It would be great to see Osgood again. Or Zygon Osgood, or both of Osgood. I'll take both Osgoods. And who make references, just make them villain something militaristic, or make it like, I just want a unit. I'm getting off tangent now. What am I talking about? Next episode is going to. How did I get to this point? I'm all over the place. See what happens when I don't talk about an episode right after, like the next day? Fucking hell. And like that episode's coming out soon. It's coming out like 2 days from now, because it's Thursday when I'm filming this. Oh my god. So yeah, it looks like the Doctor's bringing in the military, and they're going to fight these creatures, and maybe we'll actually learn the name of them. Maybe we did, I just don't remember them at this point, because they haven't really done anything that cool yet. I mean, they look scary, but so do all the other Doctor Who monsters that look scary. Well, we'll see, okay? We'll see. So yeah, can't wait for next episode. So, yeah. check out the episode. It should be up on BBC iPlayer or Netflix, or later on Netflix, or just pick it up on DVD. That's happening next Monday, believe it or not, on the 29th. We can get like the first 7 episodes, I'm guessing. Because this week is going to have the 7th episode coming out, and then the DVD comes out on, DVD Blu-ray comes out on Monday 29th. Well, it comes out on May 29th. The same day as actually Vixen, season 1 and 2, or just called Vixen the movie. So, yeah. So, promotion! So yeah, pick it up those ways, and yeah. Post a comment down below, tell me what you thought about my late thoughts on this episode of Doctor Who. Did you enjoy it? Are you looking forward to the next episode and all that? And stuff. And if you want to know my thoughts on anything else, let me know down below as well. Leave a like, and of course, subscribe to me. I'm Joshua Laurie, good day and good night. Take care. It's just the suits following the orders. They were programmed to do that. They didn't malfunction. It's basically the robots that smile. They were programmed to give, for one thing, they misunderstood one thing. They didn't necessarily malfunction, they just followed their program. Back to reality!